It's track reviews.
Hey, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well. And it's time for a track review. Reviewing the new James Bond theme, actually. Whenever there is a new Bond film out, it's always a point of discussion as to what is the new song going to be, who is going to sing it. When you think of classic Bond themes, you think of people like Shirley Bassey, you think of Nancy Sinatra, you think of Tom Jones, although it may be easy to forget that, Bond themes have done what they can over the years to kind of keep up with the times. I mean, there's a Madonna one, there's a Duran Duran one, there's even a garbage one, which, I think in my view, makes the Billie Eilish one here not without precedent, because Billie Eilish, in my view, is kind of a very unlikely singer for a Bond theme, because Bond themes are pretty well known for being big and grand and showy with expressive singers, again, from some of those classics that I mentioned earlier, to even newer comers who fit that bill, like Adele, who has a Bond theme under her belt too. Jack White and Alicia Keys even have one as well. So Billie Eilish is the new Bond theme singer. Again, I do like her voice. You guys know that I've reviewed her latest record pretty well. But again, vocally, not someone who I hear and I think, oh yeah, Bond theme. But hey, Billie might do really well in this context. Maybe her style will apply to it better than some might assume, just from having heard her stuff on her last record. Or maybe she will kind of step up to the challenge and show us something vocally that we have not heard before. Let's see it. No Time to Die is the name of this track, and Billie Eilish. Let's do it. Okay. I liked that a lot. There were some elements of it that were to be expected, given that it is Billie Eilish, and there were some elements of it that were actually kind of a surprise. I will say the biggest surprise was toward the very end, where she did hit that longest, loudest note, "How you dare the paradise." Like, I didn't know Billie Eilish was singing that hard. I mean, obviously it's not like the most, I guess, skilled vocal performance I've ever heard in my entire life, but it's outside of the range we typically hear Billie sing in on her very whispery songs on her record or in other contexts as well. So again, that was a bit of a surprise. Now, what is awesome from there is that the song is a really good mix of trying to do what it can aesthetically to complement Billie's style, while simultaneously trying to work in the usual suspects that you expect in a Bond theme. The chord progression is Bond theme. The little tiny distant screaming trumpet that you get at one point is Bond theme. The twangy bow now now like guitar lead that you hear at another point is Bond theme. The orchestra flourish in the second half is Bond theme. And also some of the lyrics as well. This is a Bond theme through and through, but it's presented in a moodier, darker, subtler manner that very much fits Billie's style. And even though Billie isn't singing in a very pronounced way, in a very aggressive way throughout the track, I will say that the production does carry a lot of the song in that it creates this huge atmosphere around her voice, so everything seems a lot more dramatic and spotlit than it actually is. So she doesn't need to sing in an over-the-top fashion to get that drama and get that theatrical feel across to the listener. You know, it feels cinematic by the way everything is touched up, not merely just on the performance end. So I love that mystical keyboard part in the opening. The weary strings that come underneath that are quite nice. The beat that comes in very subtly after that huge orchestra flourish is good. It's a very nice progression throughout the track. Each section has a slightly different flavor to give you this nice sense of forward movement as we're going from one passage to the next. But hey, it's a Bond theme. They're going to spare no expense, and I'm sure whatever team of songwriters and producers were working on this thing put it together and worked on it in a very methodical fashion, while doing exactly what I said, trying to make it cater to Billie's style and voice, while still checking those boxes of the things that you expect in a Bond theme. I mean, you know, this thing would suck if it just sounded like bad guy. So I think that's everything I have to say about the track. I'll sum it up once more saying that I think it is a great mix of what you would typically expect out of a Bond theme, out of a Billie song. They complement each other better than I think I expected, than most people probably expected. And I mean, this I think, in my opinion, is one of the less tacky ones. You know, there's some pretty bad and tacky Bond themes, and I think this is truly and honestly one of the more tasteful ones. And so, yeah, those are my thoughts. Make sure to leave yours down in the comments. Did you like this one? Did you hate this one? How do you think it compares to other Bond themes? Not sure if I like it more than some of the classics, but still, I think it's very good. I will catch you guys in the next video. There's another one over here next to my head that you can click on. Hit that up, or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, no time to die. Forever.